Hi, YouTube. It's me again. I know that this is going to come as such a shock. Brace yourselves. But Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate New Year's Eve either. Like Thanksgiving, there is literally no religious significance to this holiday. There is very little to tie it to any religion, much less false religion. But then, I guess, any religion, in my opinion, would be false religion. So, anyway, nevertheless, Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate. Big surprise. Why? I'll give you 3 guesses. Or better yet, a multiple choice question. Here you go. Jehovah's Witnesses. You can't celebrate New Year's Eve because A, you might have fun. Or B, you might spend money that could better be used to line the pockets of the governing body. I mean, further the worldwide work. Or C, it's pagan. Or D, all of the above. If you guess D, you're 100% on the money. So, in this video, this is the first time that I will actually quote a Watchtower publication. But I Googled it and I can't resist this one. It's pretty funny. This is coming to you from one of the 2002 issues of the Awake magazine. And the article is entitled, "The Bible's Viewpoint, Should Christians Share in New Year's Festivities?" Now, if you spent any time at all on the inside, you're going to know that whenever they phrase something as a question like this, the answer is always an emphatic no. But here's the quote for you. "The afternoon before New Year's Eve is unusually calm," says Fernando, a medical doctor from Brazil. You know, I worked with doctors for years. This is not part of the quote, but doing medical transcription. And don't you just know that all doctors love to be called by their first names? No, they don't. But I digress. Anyway, then about 11 o'clock, they start to arrive. A steady stream of patients with stab wounds or gunshot wounds, teenagers injured in automobile accidents, and battered wives. Alcohol is nearly always a factor. Considering the above, it is hardly surprising that one Brazilian journal, what do they have against Brazil? One Brazilian journal referred to the first day of the year as an international hangover day. A European news agency says New Year's is for the lay hedonist. Like they know what a hedonist is. Adding that it is one more round in the eternal battle of man, pitched against alcohol. Granted, not everyone celebrates the New Year by drinking heavily and committing acts of violence. In fact, many have fond memories of the occasion. "As children, we could hardly wait for New Year's Eve," said Fernando, quoted earlier. "There were always lots of games, food, and drink. At midnight, we would embrace, kiss, and wish one another Happy New Year." Similarly, many today feel that they share in New Year's festivities without going overboard. Still, Christians do well to examine the origin and significance of this popular celebration. Do New Year's festivities conflict with Bible teachings? There's that question again. Witnesses, let me stop you right here. Let's just dissect this a little bit. First, we established that any and all popular celebrations must involve alcohol, violence, particularly stabbing, shootings, and domestic violence, apparently. And battle with alcohol? Really? First of all, it is not a battle unless you're an alcoholic, which the majority of the population is not. For the record, I have the utmost respect for people who are on the wagon and who've overcome addiction. I mean, that is awesome. Understand that I am definitely not talking to you here. But witnesses, really? Y'all drink more than the great majority of worldly people I know. I understand your motivation. I do, because if I were on the inside, I would be drinking too. But y'all don't have any room to point any fingers at anybody else for drinking, especially not on New Year's Eve. Cheers. Now, they do point out that not everyone celebrates New Year's with drunkenness and violence. But you can tell that the writers of this Awake article are certainly shocked by that fact. But if you can manage through some Herculean effort, oh wait, I shouldn't say that, should I? I mean, Hercules was most definitely bad association. Anyway, if you can manage to celebrate without stabbing someone, you really should still consider the origins of the celebration. So let me save you from a very boring read. They're pagan. It's pagan, just like everything else. So, no fun, no parties, no resolutions, because we would not want you guys setting goals or thinking, would we? No. Anyway, no. So, after a month of all-out celebration, we had my son's birthday, and then Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and this being such a banner year for my family because we just moved back to North Carolina, and many of my family members celebrated the holidays this year for the first time in their lives. And then I hosted all of the holiday celebrations this year, so I'm just flat out exhausted. You can probably tell at this point. So New Year's Eve is very low-key in the Pfister house. My husband is upstairs watching TV with the dog and the kids. And I have been down here in my 70s era basement hanging my vintage 1970s swag lamp, which you can see over my shoulder, that I purchased this weekend, especially for my 70s era basement, and I love it. It makes a nice sun on the ceiling there. It's awesome. And I'm just sitting here talking to you and drinking my champagne. Battle against alcohol, indeedy. I probably am not going to make it till midnight. I haven't been getting a ton of sleep anyway because my eldest offspring is apparently a sleepwalker. So I'm up in the middle of the night more now than I was when he was a newborn. Because he was such a low-key baby, man. He was easy. He's not anymore. So when he finally does decide to go down for the long haul, it's almost always beside me wherever we end up. So I get kicked in the face at random pretty frequently, and it's hard to sleep through that. It's not particularly restful. No worries, though. It's apparently genetic. So both me and my husband were sleepwalkers as children, so it's pretty fascinating once you get past the creepy factor. Anyway, so in the interest of a complete celebration, here's a few resolutions, because I need to check off all of the worldly celebration boxes for the year. Okay. All right. Number 1. My first New Year's resolution this year is to do a better job of taking care of myself. That means eating what I like and what tastes good, and exercising, not for weight loss, though that probably wouldn't kill me, but for sanity, really. Number 2, I'm going to pay down my credit cards because I can, and it's really too easy to spend too much when you use them. Except for the one that gets like bonus points. Those are pretty cool. I like those. Free stuff that's not really free. But anyway. Number 3, I really think that I should stop worrying altogether what my witness relatives think about me, about my life choices, my parenting style, my anything. I think I should take my own advice. They really forfeited their right to an opinion when they decided to shun me 20 years ago, so don't let the door hit you, guys. I still love you. I do. But I'm not going to waste my time and energy anymore. Not going to worry about it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, see ya. Bye, Felicia. 4, I'm going to feel whatever I feel without apology. If I'm angry, I'm going to be angry. Out loud. And that way when I'm happy, it won't be sort of colored by this anger that I've tried to stuff down and hold back. I think that love is a choice, and I'm going to choose to love my life. And I'm going to have fun every single chance I get. And that's going to be how it is. So that's it for me. Happy New Year, all my ex-Jehovah's Witnesses out there. Let this year be your best one yet.